lazy dude time, and we're gonna read some comics. Yes, we're gonna read them. It's lazy dude time, gonna tell you all about it. Let's all go and read them comics. And now they continue with my top 10 favorite comic book women characters. Number 5.
Yo, kill 'em Yo.
Black Canary, man, she deserves to be on this list. I mean, this is a tough blonde. Actually, no, I was gonna say she's a tough blonde, but she's not really a blonde. It's a wig. Hey, but she looks good in blonde. She's a tough chick. I mean, honestly, chick, get it? Black Canary. Anyway, yeah, she's just a great girl. I mean, she's really tough, and she was the chairman of the Justice League. I mean, you have to be pretty good to be the chairman of the Justice League for a while. I don't care who you are, you have to be pretty good. Or at least the best of all the worst. I'm just kidding. But hey, she was pretty good, and she is pretty good. Green Arrow's love, and they're married, I believe, so I don't know, maybe she needs to be called Black Arrow now. You know, take his last name. But anyway, that'd be funny. Yeah, so Black Canary, she's just a great character. Her sonic scream power is pretty cool. You know, just wah! And everyone goes ah! Anyway, I like that from the comics I've read, that she's always trying to make her powers better, do better with what she has. Like, I saw one where she was playing a harmonica, and she was doing that because, you know, to make her voice stronger. And, yeah, so she's a girl that's striving to be the best that she can be. And that's what I really like about her. And the fact that, anyway, yeah, Black Canary, definitely worth on this list.
Number 4.
Yo, kill 'em
I love Harley Quinn. She's just such a great character. So much fun. Not to mention, she was hilarious on the animated series. That's where she was actually created. By Paul Dini, who created her on the animated series and was voiced by Arlene Sorkin.
I'm having a bad day.
Yeah.
I'm sick of people trying to shoot me,
Anyway,
move me over, and blow
I just
me
love her.
up.
She's such a fun character to watch. You look at her, you just have to giggle. Because she's just a character that you just can't help but like. She's just such a likable character. Even if she is doing evil things with the Joker, you got to like Harley Quinn. Because she's just so lovable and great and just charming and funny. Hilarious, I should say. And just all around, like one of the best female characters in comic books. I really want to pick up Gotham Sirens because, you know, she's in there, and I really want to see what Paul Dini does with his own character that he wrote. Anyway, Harley Quinn, I mean, the only villain who you have to like whether you want to or not.
Number 3.
Yo, kill 'em Yo.
Wonder Woman. I mean, how could you not have a top 10 list about comics and not have Wonder Woman in, like, at least the top 5? Even if you don't like Wonder Woman, she still has got to be in there because, I mean, come on, it's Wonder Woman. The first female, if it wasn't for Wonder Woman, half of the female characters in comics probably wouldn't have made it. I mean, Wonder Woman is the first female superhero. She is the leader of all female superheroes. It's because of her that the rest exist. I mean, seriously. It's just Wonder Woman, and she has to be on the list. I mean, she's put up in the names of, people say Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. At least I say that. Some people say Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman. But anyway, Wonder Woman is part of the biggest group. When it comes to the top 3, she's always in it. Because, you know, she is one of the biggest superheroes ever. Especially when it comes to whatever. I mean, she's just one of the... She has to be on the list for female characters. And she's a really good character. Really good. I might not be that much into her since I don't really like Greek mythology and all that. But I know that she needs to be on the list for top women in comics. That's just the way it goes.
Number 2.
Yo, Killer Mike. Yo.
Barbara Gordon. Yes, indeed. I mean, just the fact that she was Batgirl for a long time of her career is enough to put her on the list. But no, she's done much more than that. She was shot by the Joker and crippled to a wheelchair. And you might think, for most characters, that would have been the end. Oh, nuts, they're in a wheelchair. Oh, well. Unless you got telepathic abilities like Charles Xavier, you can't do much in a wheelchair. But no, that was just the beginning for Barbara Gordon. She turned herself into Oracle, a computer genius that... She's like a connection to all superheroes. If they need information, Oracle. She's like, what's up? And she was the leader of her own team, Birds of Prey, for a while. And she's the only character I've seen that took something bad that happened to them and turned it into something amazing. The reason that Barbara is ahead of Wonder Woman on my list is because Barbara has more obstacles to overcome than any other heroine, any other girl. Oh, and also Wonder Woman did this. Anyway, just Barbara is just so talented, so gifted, so cool, and such a great character. I mean, there's nobody else that could do this. You can just say, oh, how about this one goes crippled and does something? That would just be stupid. But no, they took something that happened to her and made it into something better. Or at least just as good. She's a mentor to some of the people on her team, or ex-team. I think the Birds of Prey are done. And she's a mentor to the new Batgirl and the other Batgirl. Anyway, she's just great. I mean, she's the Rick Hansen of superheroes. For those of you who don't know who Rick Hansen is, he was a guy in a wheelchair that went, I believe, either halfway or all around the world in a wheelchair. Anyway, yeah. Barbara Gordon takes number 2. So we're down to the final. Who is the number 1 female character in comics? Let's find out.
Number 1 female character in comics is...
Booyah! Catwoman takes the top spot. Honestly, the top spot was not going to belong to anyone else other than Catwoman. Now, when I first read about her in the comics and stuff, of course, everyone's heard of Catwoman. So when I first read about it, I thought, but that's ridiculous. A woman that just steals things and dresses up as a cat. Whoop-de-doo-be-de-doo. Honestly, though, there is no better female character than Selena Kyle. Why does she take the top spot? For one thing, nobody knows whose side she's on. Whose side is Catwoman on? Is she good? Is she bad? Is she righteous? Is she evil? Nobody knows. And she gets like a free pass on both sides. Except when it came to Black Mask. But anyway, Batman there's been hundreds of times in comics where Batman and Catwoman come together and he's like, are you evil or good? And she's like, I'm me. It's a mystery. Ta-ta. Whoop. And she disappears and he lets her get away. I mean, because she's just such a great character. She's the ultimate gray. You know, she's not good. She's not evil. What is she? She's Catwoman, and she owns the top spot. No thanks to Halle Berry, but good thanks to Michelle Pfeiffer. I mean, like, but we're not going to talk about movies. But I mean, like, she just needs this top spot. You don't know who she is, if she's good or evil. But she's like the best. She's a heck of a thief, I must say. She can steal anything she wants. And why? Well, for one, for the thrill. And two, just for the heck of it. Catwoman owns this top spot. Nobody else could have taken it. And that suit doesn't look too bad on her. I know. Okay. I must say she looks pretty